Hey y'all, so I don't want to really go into detail about this, but I was digging more into the Epstein files, and Soft White Underbelly on YouTube interviewed us one of the survivors that was a victim, and her name's Marina. Go watch that story. Go watch that story if you want. You don't have to, but I never thought. I knew that it was serious. I knew that all of that was serious, but to hear someone who went through it, it's so surreal. This is the world that we are living in. These are the people that are held to high standards. And those of you who don't know my story, I was abused by my adopted father, and he was held to a high level. You know, he was a superintendent, and everyone looked up to him. You know, when we think of abusers, we think that they're like low scumbags, which they are, but we don't think that they're held to like a high power, but a lot of them are, you know. And this is who this is who gets the gold. This is who gets the gold at the end of the rainbow. You know, those of us who's experienced a lot of traumatic events in life, we're usually the ones who get kicked to the curb or thrown away in the trash can. So, and we have to get ourselves out of that. So, think about next time you envy someone who has like a lot of power, because they could honestly be some of the worst people out there. And remember, they're put on a pedestal. They're put on a pedestal, and people look past that. They're like, oh, they have their life together. They have their shit together, you know? But they're some of the most evil people out there, you know? So I just want to say thank you to Soft White Underbelly for giving giving this interview, giving these people a voice, giving these survivors a voice to explain what they've experienced, what they had to go through. And I will say, just trigger warning, it is going to be very hard to really sit through the whole hour and like 37 minutes of it. But both Marina and the other woman that Soft White Underbelly interviewed, I forgot her name. I have to look at it and I'll put her name right here. Thank you for sharing. I feel like even just a few people sharing that, more people comes out and shares it, and then it's in the public eye of how evil and what evil is roaming these streets, you know. So there, evil is it's big out there, you know. It's huge, and a lot of evil people get away with a lot of things. But I'm so grateful that there are survivors who are telling their stories, because you are not alone. A lot of us have went through very similar things, and if we may not have experienced the same exact things as you all have experienced, we can still like all come together, share our stories, and put these people on blast, because that's what they deserve. They don't deserve all this fame and fortune and all these travels and RVs and all these amazing luxury things. They deserve to get blasted for how evil they are. So, yeah. Go watch the video if you're curious. I'll put here's a screenshot right here. You can find it on YouTube. Just warning, it is going to be very hard to watch. I hope you guys are having a great night, and I will see you guys in the next video. Love you.